What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Before you do anything, I need you to smash that like button. That's what I need all of y'all to do. First of all, I need you to smash that like button harder than Bill Clinton smashed Monica Lewinsky. That's what I need y'all to do. Um, anyway, getting into this episode, I have to say this. I don't care what nobody else say because I'm gonna speak my mind. I don't care if anybody gets butt hurt by it or too sensitive. If you're overly sensitive, click off. Maurice Bernard is one of my favorite daytime actors. I think he's a dope actor, but Sonny Corinthos. Come on now, this is day 4 that Sonny has been on. 4 days straight. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Sonny's gonna be on tomorrow's episode. That's 5 days in a row of Sonny Corinth. I need a break. I need a break from all things Corinthos right now. I'm seeing too many damn Corinthoses. Too many in one episode at 5 days a week. It's give me somebody else. Give me Brad. Give me Lucas. Let's get that storyline going. You know what I'm saying? Like it's other people that they could have put in today. We could have kind of skipped Sunny for today or tomorrow for that matter. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't need Sunny 5 days a week every week. We don't need it. I mean, he's not on 5 days every single week, but he gets more than enough TV time. I'm just saying. And I don't care if people come in the comments talking about, oh, you're a Sunny hater. It's not about being a Sunny hater. It's being. I mean, what part am I lying about? Was he not on 5 days this week? I'm just saying. We got other characters and other storylines that we need to start moving. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't keep harping on one storyline 5 days out the week. I'm just saying. Maurice Bernard is definitely a dope actor though, and I am a fan of Sonny Corinthos. It's just you got other things going on right now. But anyway, Julian, Sonny, and Jason, they were just irking my soul today. I'm just gonna say that they really were. They were because they were dead wrong about a lot of shit that they were saying. First of all, Julian was not leveraging Mike. That's what Sonny assumed Julian was doing, trying to use Mike as leverage to make demands or whatever. And Julian wasn't making any demands. All he didn't, in my opinion, Julian didn't even imply that he would turn Mike in for busting his pipe in the basement. He didn't even say that he would do that. He didn't even imply it. First of all, second, um, Julian didn't make any demands. All he told Sonny was after he start his renovations and they get completed, he's no longer selling Sonny's coffee. I don't blame him though. This is what Julian should have been did a long time ago. Stop selling that damn Corinthos coffee. I don't blame him because number one, we all know Sonny bullied him into selling that coffee. We know that. First of all, any establishment, bar, restaurant, diner, whatever, they have the legal right to sell whatever type of coffee they want. You can't force somebody to sell your brand. They could sell Folgers if they want to. You know what I'm saying? Sonny sitting there talking about, oh, well, don't come crying to me when your customers start complaining about the subpar coffee. Sonny, shut up. Like, seriously. Like, he doesn't have to sell your coffee. You can't bully people. I mean, is that how you do business? Bully people into selling your brand? I doubt that's how Apple handles their customers. They don't bully people into buying iPhones. Speaking of iPhones, I will slap the shit out of people if I see some. I already know they will, but it just pisses me off. Why do people go out and buy these high expensive ass phones? You know that new iPhone that's coming out? I think it's called iPhone XS, and then you got another iPhone after that that's coming out at the same time. And they're one of them is I think $900, and another one is over 1,000, and that's including tax. I said you got to be out your rabbit ass mind spending all that money for a phone. You got no, 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 no. You see this? You see this? $270. Even I thought that was too high, but it's way cheaper than an iPhone. There ain't no way in the hell I'm spending that kind of money on no iPhone on anything. $1,000. Are you crazy? My TV ain't even cost that much. The hell wrong with you? And that's a good flat screen. Crazy. So anyway, I don't blame Julian. Julian was throwing so much shade at Sonny and Jason, it wasn't even funny. And it was subtle shade, too. Basically, he was like, because Sonny was like, oh, how come you didn't ask the cops more questions about the body? Julian was like, because, bitch, I didn't care. And he was like, I'm not going to interfere with the PCPD getting justice. And I bust out laughing when he said that. Even Sonny and Jason could tell the shade that he was throwing. I said, yep, and I don't blame Julian. Julian doesn't have to do anything because the PCPD, they gonna lock your ass up sooner or later anyway. So it's like Julian ain't gotta ask no question. Why would he ask questions? It's not his business. Shit, he don't know shit about that body, but he pretty sure Sonny knows about it. He knows Sonny know about it because he put the pieces together. He was like, how come Sonny's interested in my business all of a sudden? Plus his father knows Charlie Delaney, the original owner. I say, yep, Julian ain't no fool. And then when he told him about Christina working for him and stuff like that, Sonny is so. I said this before, I will say it again. Sonny was a lot smarter when he was in that wheelchair. I'm just saying. When he was crippled and he was in that wheelchair, he was paralyzed. That's when he dropped the best advice. He was thinking clear. Now it's like he's not thinking at all. So basically, of course, he was pissed that Julian hired Christina to work as a bartender. Sonny thinks that the only reason Christina took that job was to be rebellious. What is she rebelling against? You know what I'm saying? Why would she be rebelling against Alexis and Sonny? It's not like they're doing anything currently to control her. So why would she be rebelling? You know what I mean? Like, Sonny was definitely off the mark on that one. Because, first of all, Christina's working there because she likes being a bartender. She would have worked at the Floating Rib, but they didn't have no openings. She didn't want to work at the Metro Court because she doesn't want to work for family. That's the reason she didn't do that. Other than her wanting her old manager job back at Perks, other than that, she didn't want to work for relatives beyond that. And if she couldn't have the manager job at Perks, then she just didn't want to work for Sonny or Alexis or Carly, period. Um, can't say I blame her. But I think it was ridiculous that he thought she was rebelling against them. That's the reason she wanted to work for Julian. She's not rebelling against anybody. It's just she's trying to find her way, her path in life. It ain't got nothing to do with that. Um, so Sonny basically told Jason that he talked to Diane. He set up some documents or whatever for just in case he goes to prison. He set it up to where if he goes to jail, Michael will run all of his legitimate businesses, the warehouses, Corinthos Coffee, all of that stuff. The restaurant, he'll run all of Sonny's legit holdings. Jason, of course, will take control of the Corinthos organization, the illegal part. But I'm like, at least Sonny getting all his shit in order. You know what I'm saying? Because he know time is running out on his ass if they find that gun. New Jordan, I love her. Her scenes today were short, but she made a good impression on me. I like the New Jordan. I'm gonna miss Vanessa Antoine dearly because I love her. But this New Jordan, I'm feeling her. I like her. What do y'all think about the New Jordan? Even though we got her for a brief moment, what do y'all think? I like it. Her and Margot were working pretty well together today. Jordan and Margot, trying to figure out who the body was, belonged to. They found out that the guy, was like mid to late 30s when he died. They knew that I guess he worked for Frank Smith or whoever. They're thinking Frank Smith. So they're just looking into it, they're looking into Charlie Delaney's history. You know what I mean? They knew that Charlie Delaney, hung out with mobsters and stuff like Frank Smith back in the day. And she's trying to find out, Margot's trying to find out what other people were in town during that time frame. So now they're just trying to find out where the gun is. Because they found out that the person who was buried, he was shot multiple times in the chest. So now they need to recover the gun. If they find that gun and there's prints on that gun, Sonny, your ass is grass. I'm just saying, there's no way to explain that. Jason is basically telling him, we could hack into the PCPD mainframe, see what evidence they got. Basically do whatever they can to keep Sonny out of prison. You know how Jason do. He got to protect his dude, of course. So anyway, I did like the conversation Sam and Christina have. I always love their conversations. Christina, the drinks that Christina was making, them shits did look good. You know, if I drunk alcohol, I would definitely be partaking in those because they did look good. Um, I feel like with Christina, she's on. I love this storyline for her because she's on a self-reflect journey. Speaking of self-discovery, whatever happened to the Alexis storyline? That's I know some of you asked me that in the comments. I personally haven't heard anything about it. Nobody has spoken about it. As far as management, writers, they haven't talked about it. I hope they're not dropping that storyline because Alexis was on a pretty good storyline where basically she was trying to find out her past about her dad, her mom. It was such a self discovery, you know, why she does the thing, why she picks the men that she pick. I was digging that storyline, then all of a sudden they just dropped it. Like I wish they would pick that back up because it was pretty good. It was interesting. Um, so yeah, you know, Christina, everything she said was so true. Like she's been going from school to school, career to career, relationship to relationship. She's just trying to find her place in life, her purpose. Um, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this storyline because it's so realistic, and I like it because a lot of people go through this. Whether you're in your 20s, whether you're in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, everybody tries to find their purpose, their lease on life. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's trying to find their purpose. And I'm glad that she could talk to Sam about it. But for me, I feel like Christina needs a life coach. A life coach would be perfect for something like this, you know, for what she's going through. The life coach business is booming right now because people are trying to find their purpose career wise and everything else. And that's why they hire life coaches. They hire life coaches for shit like this. And I feel like Christina could benefit from hiring a life coach. It wouldn't hurt. You know what I mean? Like life coaches help people like this that go through stuff. Um, Sam was getting on my nerves a little bit when she was talking to Julian or whatever. It's like Sam, I get it. You hate your father. That's fine. Um, but your sister is a grown ass woman. She thinking the same way Sonny thinking that Christina working for Julian is some sort of jab at Sonny and Alexis. Why would it be a jab at them? You know what I'm saying? She's not beefing with them currently. She's on good terms with them. So clearly her working at the bar has everything to do with it being a bar. She used to be a bartender in Oregon, so she wanted to work at a bar. Why does it have to be a federal case attached to it? You know what I'm saying? Like there's no agenda. She just wants to work there. What's the problem? Um so anyway, it's always a treat to see Maxie and Robin together. I freaking love. I miss the friendship and the relationship between Robin and Maxie. And Maxie definitely needs somebody right now, other than Nina. You know what I mean? Somebody who known her a longer time. But it's always great to see them link up. You know, Robin and Maxie. Baby James is definitely getting big. Um, and I'm glad they could talk and figure out their feelings regarding Peter and stuff like that, and that's why Robin wanted to meet up with Peter, to get a feel for him, to see what his agenda is, what his intentions are, just to figure out him, to talk to him for herself. Anna was thinking about, all of them getting together, but I agree with Robin. She needs to have a one-on-one with him. You know what I'm saying? For her to make up her own conclusions about him. And that was a smart thing. And I also love that she kind of forced Maxie and Anna to talk because it does seem like Anna and Maxie are kind of avoiding each other. And I'm glad that Anna and Maxie could have that conversation. Anna felt bad because she didn't know everything at the time regarding, Peter and stuff like that. As far as Peter and Nathan being brothers, she didn't know about that. But it's good that they could sit down and really talk and figure that thing out. And come to the conclusion that they are family. And they need to stick together. They need each other right now. Um, I love the scene between Peter and Robin. I thoroughly enjoyed that scene. I'm not even gonna lie. Robin came near. She wasn't judgmental of Peter. She actually sat and listened to him, let him explain himself. The real thing she wanted to know was, is he trying to pick up where Faison left off? And he assured her that he was not. She told him about, his niece and nephew, Emma and Noah. And, Emma's curious about him and stuff like that. For me, I would love for them to get to know each other as brother and sister. But I agree with Robin though. He has to kind of earn her trust at this point. You know what I'm saying? So she's basically going to be keeping an eye out on him, seeing how he does the next few months. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame her because she doesn't want to introduce him to her children and it turn out to be some bullshit. Like he really does have an agenda. So I love that they really sat down and had that conversation. They kind of understood where each other were coming from. And, they're going to work on their relationship. Robin took the time to try and get to know a little bit about him, see where he was coming from, and they could really talk and try to vibe. You know what I'm saying? I think Peter really enjoyed that. I know a lot of people don't like the Peter character. I'm still on the fence on the Peter character because I need a good villain. You know what I'm saying? I felt like he could be that. But, I mean, if he's trying to change his life around, I'm not mad at that either. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't want to be like Faison. I mean, who can blame him? Faison's a sicko. So anyway, Lulu is gonna write this story about the 25th anniversary of the Ryan Chamberlain murders. I could understand why Peter want Lulu to write it because the rest of his staff at the Invader staff is all about gossip. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I agree with Peter. I mean, if that staff wrote this story, it would just turn it into some gossip piece. They would leave out the real story and they would just make it all juicy and stuff just to sell, magazines or whatever they do, or just to get traffic on their website. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be the real meaty, true story. So I can understand why he wants Lulu to write it because Lulu knows the players that are involved in this story. Maxie, Felicia, she's connected to all these people who have some connection to the Ryan Chamberlain nonsense. So he feels like she would give it more justice than a gossip rag. So I can understand why he do it. Hopefully Maxie writes this story with some tact. Cause you already know if she does the wrong thing, Maxie will whoop her ass. And then when she went to Kevin, quote unquote, Ryan, Ryan was sitting up on that computer looking at all the blondes. He was looking at Lulu, cause she's a blonde, Felicia, Laura. I was like, listen, Port Charles, y'all need to hide y'all blondes. I'm just saying, lock y'all blondes up because he coming after all these blonde little ladies. I guess he don't like brunettes. That's probably why he was, he probably gonna come after Carly. Who knows if he catches a glimpse of her. So anyway, Lulu come up in there. Before she came in there, he got a call from Laura because Laura kept trying to get in contact with him. And he was acting all funny on the phone. Now, I'm pretty sure Laura probably sensed something, but she probably, didn't think nothing of it. Because even on the phone, she was making it seem like he was stressed or something because of all the patients he got. So she probably don't think nothing of it yet until she comes back. I think once she sees him in person and sees how Ryan acts, she probably going to see more of his behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like, she probably will. Because you can't really tell over a phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I could give Laura a pass because you can't really tell how funny he acting over the phone. Lulu, I think, kind of sensed something was off about Kevin when she went to see him. But I think she kind of put it out of her mind or whatever. She probably just let it go. But you could kind of see it on her face like she kind of sensed something the way he was talking. Because he was okay with the whole Ryan story being written up and stuff like that because he said he felt like the last people who did that story, they didn't, embody the real Ryan Chamberlain. You know what I'm saying? Ryan is such a weirdo. He's about to raise all types of hell in that town. I was scared for Lulu when she was in that office with him. I said, because there ain't no telling what he might have done to her. Like the way he was looking at her, I say, yeah, he's a sicko. This episode was pretty decent. I liked a lot of it. I can't wait though for tomorrow's episode because I think we might get some better stuff. But today was pretty good though. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all felt about it. Don't forget, smash that like button as hard as you can. And I will see you all tomorrow. Peace. Have a great day.